ECC 2. Got Alex Minogue in the white shorts, and he's going to be taking on Jack Marshman in the blue and purple shorts. And these guys are fighting for the middleweight title here at ECC. And they're not starting slow either, Rob.
No. Minogue initiates a takedown straight away, but Jack Marshman stuffs it well, lands a shot on the break, and now Marshman's looking to push Minogue against the fence with shots, but Minogue comes firing back with jabs.
Yeah, we know Marshman fires punches in bunches, but Minogue had a great outing. He's very confident after his last fight against Lee Chadwick, which he lost the fight, but he put in a very good performance, and he's got a big fight here against Marshman. This would be a huge win for Minogue, definitely career best.
Definitely, you know, I mean, Marshman's pushing Minogue against the fence now, and I'm sure that Marshman would like to break and strike, and it appears that Minogue, you know, wants to clinch, and he's initiated a couple of takedowns now. So, I mean, they're trading knees in the clinch. Marshman's pushing Minogue against the fence with a left underhook. Not a lot's happening at the moment.
Yeah, both guys coming out of good gyms. Minogue fighting out of SBG in Manchester, and Marshman fighting out of Artillery Combat down in Wales. You know, both have good stables of guys around them, so they'll be well prepared.
I think it's Artillery Combat. I think that's just a Yorkshire, you know, way of saying Tillery. And again, Minogue's pushing Marshman against the fence. You know, I think this is where Minogue wants to take the fight.
And he went for that single there, but he's landed on the bottom. But he might be able to catch that second leg, and he does. And Minogue gets on top. This was where he wanted to be. Marshman has got subs off his back though, and you can see him straight away looking to turn his hips in, looking for arm locks.
Yeah, Marshman on his back now, looking to swing the hips.
He might have that arm bar.
The elbows in. I mean, it's a dangerous position for Minogue now.
Minogue is putting his weight on, and he's managed to free that arm. Came down with some heavy hammer fist there as well, but Marshman still looking, he's not deterred, still wants that submission.
I mean, it's a very fast-paced fight, this. I mean, Minogue's on top, he's looking to get some shots up. Every time he pushes up, Marshman swivels his hips out and looks for a sub. He's already had a couple of armbar attempts, there's another one on its way.
And there it is again, he looks for it, doesn't quite get it. Good awareness from Minogue just to free the arm before the submission really came on.
They're in the corner now with Minogue, and Minogue sits off for an attempted footlock, heel hook.
Yeah,
he loses it, but you know, he comes back up to top position, and Marshman scrambles to his feet with his back against the fence in the Minogue corner.
A big knee lands for Marshman, and he's put Minogue down. Marshman, he's very composed. That knee just landed on the dome there, and Minogue went down to a knee. I think he might have just regained his senses a little bit. Seems okay, it's hard to tell from outside the cage, but he looks aware.
Yeah, I mean, Minogue's now in the quarter position, and Marshman's led on top, you know, peppering little shots and stuff. You know, every time Minogue looks to sit up, you know, Jack Marshman's threatening with the guillotine there, so it's in a bit of a stalemate position at the moment. I would have thought Jack Marshman would look to maybe push off and start to strike again, because he seemed comfortable there, but he's attempted to take the back. Both guys stand now with Minogue against the fence.
Yeah, Marshman with a dominant position at the moment, but Minogue with a nice trip there. He doesn't quite get the takedown. That knee missed, but Marshman looking to work to the back. These guys are scrambling so fast, Rob.
That was I mean, Minogue there got the Uchimata throw. As he came up, Marshman went to throw a knee. It would have been an illegal knee if it would have landed. Fortunately, it didn't land. This is a very fast-paced fight, this. I mean, how the hell are judges supposed to score this?
Great fight to watch, though. And, you know, at this pace and at this tenacity, whoever wins this belt is going to be well worthy of that title. Minogue now this time has got his underhook there. He needs to work that head underneath the chin, which he gets. That's a better position for him on the fence.
Yeah, Minogue pushing Marshman against the fence now, you know. And I would have thought now Marshman would look to break off and hit. And, you know, Minogue's keeping a nice tight right overhook and a little peppering trading shots. No damage really being done, just more pressure really.
And neither of these guys really what you've seen in past fights. They're not the guys who have been really starting the wrestling exchanges, where we've had some fast-paced wrestling exchanges in this one. To be honest, at the start of the fight, I thought we were going to see these guys stand up and box, but it's been fast, it's been up and down, it's been back and forth. Excellent first round in this main event.
Yeah, brilliant for the crowd there, you know. Both guys have got their hands, you know, above their heads. I'm not surprised, to be honest. It was really, really fast paced. I mean, looking at the round on a whole, I think Marshman feels more comfortable stood up. He's pushing Minogue back, but Minogue's got a takedown, landed in guard. Jack Marshman's been very active off his back. They've both scrambled up. Marshman's managed to get to a sort of top position and trying to take the back. You know, looking at the overall round, I think Marshman might have just edged that round.
Yeah, but as you say, both guys looking to have the skills in all areas. And it'll be interesting to see. I mean, that round didn't exactly go as we'd have predicted it. But, you know, this is mixed martial arts and that's what happens. You know, you can fight anywhere. And both these guys are showing that they can fight anywhere. That's what this game's all about.
Yeah, neither guy backing down. They're both staring at each other. They want more of each other here. Get ready for round 2.
Big following for Minogue in Manchester. Obviously, local lad. And you've got Marshman making his way up from Wales. But I think both will be winning the crowd over with this fight so far. Marshman looking snappy with that jab. And Minogue looking for the low kicks.
Yeah, you can tell Marshman's boxing base there. You know, he throws lots and lots of straight long shots. You know, they're very, very effective.
Nice body lock takedown there for Marshman.
Ends up on the back in a turtle quarter position, throwing shots from the back. There is Marshman in the Minogue corner. The guys are talking to Minogue. I mean, he's on the back of. He hasn't got his hooks in. He's on the back of Minogue while he's talking to his corner. I think it appears Minogue's complaining the back of the head shots there to the referee.
Yeah, I mean, in the general to and fro movement of mixed martial arts, sometimes the shots do go there. I don't think it's intentional from Marshman. No. He's aiming for a legal target. And again, working to the back, but Minogue stops him there, sticks the arm out and the back to the feet. Some heavy punches from Marshman coming in, but some nice uppercuts from Minogue too. And a heavy left hand clips Jack Marshman. And Marshman fires back with a right.
Oh, that's an exchange and a half.
Marshman's going to take the mount from that position. And this is dangerous for Alex Minogue. Marshman on the back, a little bit high.
Minogue got a little bit flustered then and willed Jack Marshman on, went throwing shots, landed a clean one, back Marshman up. Marshman fired back with a right hand, hurt Minogue. Minogue shoots in and they both end up on the bottom with Jack Marshman looking to take Minogue's back. Similar sort of position to 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, Marshman has done a good job of riding Minogue from this position.
Riding him?
That's how we like to do it.
That's the Yorkshire way.
And chopping in some punches there from the top is Marshman. Nice heavy hips. And he might be working for that choke. He didn't have the hooks in, but he did slide it under the neck briefly there.
Yeah, Marshman looked to attempt towards a rear naked choke from like a side of the turtle position without the hooks in, as you say, which it does work. But Minogue spotted that and, freed the hands up.
Yeah, when you've got an experienced fighter like Minogue, it's going to be harder to get a submission like that. But Marshman doing a good job of controlling things. Minogue back up to his feet. He's putting his hand down there so he can't get kneed in the head. And he goes back down to a knee. Marshman controlling from the top from that cradle type position.
Yeah, Marshman's controlling the fight at the moment. He's not getting no offensive shots on. Like I say, he's cradled around the head and around the leg, and it's more of a stalling position. He's not going to really cause any damage to this, and maybe that might give a bit of time for Minogue to compose himself and think about what he's going to do next. I mean, Minogue's looking to stand against the fence with his back against the fence, but Jack Marshman keeps going back to that cradle position.
Yeah, you can see Marshman is waiting for Minogue to take that step up to try and throw the knee, but under the rules, he can't throw it when the knees are on the mat or when the hand's down. And he did keep his discipline and he refrained from throwing the knee, but now you've got Minogue back up to his feet. And it didn't take any damage on his way up, so he'll be happy with that.
No, I mean, even though Jack Marshman's been on his back, Minogue's not really taking that much damage, to be honest. He's tied Jack Marshman up well, and he's got up when he needed to get up safely. He hasn't gone up and fallen straight into a guillotine or taken a big knee. He's got up, cleverly, against the fence. Wall walked really well, and at this moment in time now, Jack Marshman's pushing Minogue against the fence in the Minogue corner. I'm sure he's going to get some great instructions off Aaron Wilkinson there, who's next to him.
Yeah, and who would have predicted would have been seeing Jack Marshman pressing Alex Minogue on the fence, looking for that takedown. But he does good head position from Marshman, and you know, these guys are working hard. It has been back and forth, and you know, that's the type of fight that can really drain the energy resources. You know, not just staying in a stand-up battle. It's when it's up and down, and both guys getting tagged and having, you know, really fast-paced wrestling exchanges as well.
Yeah, both guys are really sweaty. It must be really warm with them lights on, you know, and neither are letting up. They're both pressing forward. Oh, looked like a low blow there from Jack Marshman.
Sneaky ball punch. Accidental, I'm sure. And Marshman gets on top, just manages to suck the legs in. Minogue chopping away with shots to the body.
I mean, Alex Minogue sat up against the fence, and Jack Marshman's got his head nice and tight. There's no major offence going on. I think both guys do look a little bit tired, and you know, who would blame them?
Yeah, in terms of controlling position, Marshman having the lion's share of the position there for sure in round 2.
Yeah, a lot of respect there. I mean, you know, when the guys got up then, they had a little bit of a hug, you know. Some people don't really like that. I'm a fan of, you know, being respectful for your opponent and all that. So, I mean, we're coming up to the last round.
The important thing from that there, Rob, I think, was the fact that you're a big fan of a bit of man-hugging male-on-male contact.
Without a doubt.
So yeah, I mean, all to play for in the final round, and you know, we have had 2 close rounds, but probably edging in the favour of Jack Marshman. I mean, I'm not a judge, I wouldn't like to say. It has been close. Both guys have had some spells of success, and there was a certain point in that second round where Minogue landed some heavy shots that looked to have Marshman a little bit unsteady, and then Marshman fired straight back. It's been an excellent fight so far. We've got 1 more round left to decide it.
Yeah, both guys come to the centre of the cage, you know. They both want a piece of each other. They know it's go for it now, you know. It's make or break for either guy. Neither are going to back down. It's really evenly matched. Both guys have put a tremendous amount of effort into this fight so far.
And a nice left hook from Minogue lands, and he's swinging for the fences again. He got buoyed a little bit by the fact that he landed a clean shot, but he just punched his way into that clinch. Got a little bit excited maybe, and Marshman gets that takedown.
Yeah, lands in half guard against the fence. Marshman looks to be throwing shoulder punches with his left shoulder.
Yeah, when you see Minogue tying up the arms there, so Marshman can't get much distance, so he's just using what he can, and he was just driving that shoulder in.
It's going to be very, very difficult to hold on to somebody at this moment in time. You can see the sweat, you know. It's going to be very difficult, but I mean, these are professional athletes. These are the creme de la creme.
Again, that cradle position for Marshman working well. Minogue not able to scramble back to his feet because of that tight grip there, underhooking the leg and the neck. It really keeps his hips compacted.
Jack Marshman stands above him now, throws a knee to the body. I mean,
might be looking for a guillotine from this position.
Yeah, like a front headlock. I mean, Leon Roberts is standing right over him because, I mean, they are sort of being offensive, but maybe not as active as, I mean, now Leon backs away because Minogue stands up with his back against the fence. Jack Marshman's pushing him against the fence. I think personally, you know, the instructions I'd be giving Minogue now is get your back off the fence and turn. You know, you need to be breaking off and hitting. If you feel like you're 2 rounds down, you've got to try and finish the fight. Maybe he needs to get his back off the fence because in many judges' eyes, you're losing the fight from that position. Well,
yeah, in terms of pure dictation of where the fight's taking place, you know, Jack Marshman is dictating that. Nice knee, both exchange knees there, and this is what Minogue needs. He got his back off the fence and now he needs to work. But Marshman gets that body lock, turns his back off the fence again, all a little bit too easily because, you know, now he's pressing Minogue against the fence again, and he's got a body lock. If he manages to suck them hips in, he puts Minogue on his back. You know, you're going into quicksand there.
Minogue's doing really well against the fence. I mean, he's not in no danger. I know Jack Marshman's got a body lock, but he doesn't appear to be in any distress or you know, any problems or anything like that. Just a jostling position against the fence, really. You know, they're both trading underhooks and overhooks. Minogue spins Marshman off the fence now. You know, be nice to see him come away and start throwing elbows and knees and get some strikes off.
Yeah, just get a little bit vicious now. I think that's what he needs at this stage in the final round.
Jack Marshman turns Minogue again back onto the fence with double underhooks. Both trading knees in the clinch.
You know, it's been a good year for Alex Minogue in terms of, you know, a year ago, if you'd have said Alex Minogue's going to put in really good competitive fights with Jack Marshman, who was top 10, and, you know, you might not have seen it, but he's shown, you know, what level he's at. He's a very good fighter. But I'd like to see him really try and put a stamp on this fight at the end of the third round, and he does that. A nice slicing right elbow comes across.
Yeah, Minogue's pressing Marshman back against his own corner, back against the fence now, coming forward. Oh,
nice right hand and a left hook lands for Minogue. Marshman with a little wry smile, that normally means it hurt. And a right hand for Marshman. He comes back, every time he gets tagged, he comes back a little bit harder himself.
These guys are trading. These guys are trading.
Both got a chin on them, I think it's fair to say.
I mean, the way the fight's going, I mean, 1 minute Minogue's going forward, landing clean shots. Then the next minute, Jack Marshman's going, you know, throwing clean shots.
Marshman gets that takedown there. He managed to link his arms behind the legs. And he's
talking to us now.
He's on top now. Now put the mic into the cage. We can get some inside the cage commentary. That'd be a first, I think. And Minogue doing everything he can to try and work back up to his feet.
Yeah, Minogue's on his back against the fence. He's half sat down, and Jack Marshman's got his hands linked against the hips, pulling him back down. Every time he goes to stand up, he pulls Minogue back down. You know, he's staying on top in a half guard type position with his hands linked and keeping Minogue pinned to the mat, really.
Yeah, Marshman staying on top, controlling the position. You've got Minogue trying to chop away with little shots to the body. We've got 10 seconds left in this fight. And Minogue, for me, is going to have to do something quite drastic. And Jack Marshman's going to see out the fight. He's going to ride it out on top. We're going to go to the judges' scorecards. Every round was close in its own way. But edge Marshman for me. I'm not sure how you see that one, Rob.
Yeah. Brilliant.